Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, gonna do a quick review of my new, or rather used, Mossberg 930 Tactical. So the Mossberg 930 Tactical is a semi-automatic shotgun. I believe they only come in 12 gauge. I've never seen one in 20 gauge. And this particular one has an 18, either an 18 or an 18.5 inch barrel, and that includes the little breacher, door buster, whatever you want to call it. I call it a door buster thing on the end. It's all one piece. It's so it kind of looks like an SBS with a little muzzle attachment on it, but it is technically not an SBS. It does have, I don't think this was a night sight. I think this is just a big white dot, but I could be wrong. This is an old shotgun, so if it was a night sight, it probably would have gone out by now, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a night sight. Has a 4-round capacity. Of course, you can get extenders for these. They don't make this configuration anymore with the standard 4-round capacity with this barrel. But they do make a version that has the extension and the same length barrel. So it's a full-length mag tube that goes all the way to the end, and I think it's 7+1, or maybe it's just 6+1. But anyway, this is only a 4+1, and typically with a semi-automatic shotgun, you do put +1 in. A lot of guns, you only typically put the amount in the tube or the magazine, and you just rack one in, unless you choose to put one in the chamber. But typically with a semi-automatic, when you're done shooting, the bolt stays to the rear, and when you reload it, you just throw one in, hit the little release there, and put your remaining shells in the tube. And since it's only 4+1, I mean, why wouldn't you go for an extra round? So anyway, this particular one, it's pretty beat up. I got it from a buddy of mine for $300, which is a pretty good deal. These typically go for like $400 or more, I guess depending on the condition. This one is a little bit rough. It does have quite a few scratches and scuffs, you know, down here and down the barrel, and some scratches on the furniture. Does have a chunk missing out of the butt pad, but it still has quite a bit of decent cushion left. It's not the cushiest butt pad, but it's not the hardest butt pad I've ever had on a shotgun. It does have an aluminum trigger guard, whereas most pump shotguns, and even I guess a lot of semi-automatic shotguns these days, have polymer. Even other Mossbergs, you know, the Mossberg 500, 590, Maverick 88, all those have plastic trigger guards. This is actually an aluminum trigger guard, and it does have a cocked indicator right there. So when the action is closed and the hammer is cocked, you have this little indicator right here you can feel with your finger, and when you pull the trigger, if I can get it to focus. Anyway, that little indicator goes away. And then when you cock it again, it shows up again. So you do have that little cocked indicator right there. You do have your tang mounted safety, just like a Mossberg 500 and 590, so that's nice. I do prefer this style of safety on a shotgun. Not really a whole lot else to say about this shotgun. It does have a sling swivel stud on the end cap here, and it does have a molded in sling swivel on the back, which I don't really prefer these. I prefer the actual metal studs, but it is what it is. At least it has it. It does have some pretty good checkering. It makes for a really good grip on the shotgun. And let's see, this one has a standard charging handle, the standard crescent curved charging handle, but it does have an extended or an oversized bolt release here. And that's about all. I mean, it is drilled and tapped on the top. Now this one doesn't have any plug screws in the top, so you can, you see all the holes, but it is drilled and tapped if you want to put like a red dot or, God forbid, a scope on your shotgun, or even ghost ring sights. You could put those on here as well. So that's kind of a nice feature to have if that's what you're into. That's really all there is to say about the Mossberg 930 Tactical. It's a great shotgun. I haven't shot it personally, but my buddy who I bought it from shot it, and he says that it works just fine. But yeah, other than that, this is a pretty good shotgun. I do plan to use it as a secondary home defense shotgun. My primary right now is my Maverick 88, and I keep it behind the door, and I'll probably keep this one loaded after I make sure it works properly. Keep it loaded in another location so that I do have more than one home defense gun. And of course I do have my carry gun loaded as well that I could also use. But that is the Mossberg 930 Tactical. Cool little shotgun. Pretty good deal if I do say so myself. Like I said, I probably couldn't touch it for $350 or less in any sort of decent condition. So $300 I thought was an outstanding deal. And yeah, so anyway, that's all for that video. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm RedneckMini14, and until next time, be safe.